Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to On the Needle. Happy Friday and happy last Friday of 2023. We are really right on the heels of 2024. It's so hard to believe this year has gone by so quickly, but I hope you all have a wonderful and great kickoff to the new year. But before we do that, I have an album, of course, to review today, and it is Jon Baptiste's World Music Radio. So this album was released in 2023. I think this came out around August or so. And to be honest with you, this album holds more weight for me after I saw his documentary on Netflix called American Symphony. I think that he and his wife, they need to get an Emmy for that documentary because I love how it was just so raw. It was gritty. It wasn't that long. I think it was maybe an hour, 20 minutes or so. And it details basically when he won the Grammys for the album. I think it's called We Are. He, during that same week, learned of his wife's illness. So it's basically how he's juggling both. And then how she's dealing with everything as well. And how I think they both did a great job of keeping their relationship intact, despite the big personal things that they had going on and the contradicting personal things, if you will, too. Him, the pinnacle or the height of his career, and then she gets some very bad news during that same week. So, I was one of those people that I didn't start paying attention to Jon Baptiste after he won the Grammys because I heard a couple of his songs and I kind of thought, oh, okay, it's all right. But I never had listened to the whole album. So after he won all those Grammys, I said, okay, let me see what the hype is about, which I think a lot of people did. And this album I love too. I love the concept. I love how he has these kind of throwback headphones here. So it's like this perfect mesh of the analog and digital worlds. Have the track listing on the back. So he has some collaborations here. He's from New Orleans, so I think it's only fitting that he has Lil Wayne on the album. There's, let's see, who else is on here? Michael Baptiste, Rita Pace, New Jeans, Camilo, J.I.D., Native Soul, Lana Del Rey. He actually has Kenny G on one of the songs. So I think that he does a great job of making this a very cohesive conceptual album. And when you watch his documentary, I think it really speaks to the type of person that he is just in general, because he seems like he's very big on concepts and making sure that everything fits cohesively, which he did very well on this album. So it starts off with this intro called Hello Billy Bob, where it's kind of like this person that's narrating the album through this radio transistor type voice. Pretty cool. I love it. He also executive produced the album. He writes, I think, most of the songs, if not all of the songs. And it's just a feel-good type of album. To be honest with you, I'm a little ashamed to say this. I really didn't know exactly what type of music he did before he won all those Grammy Awards, but it's kind of like a jazz, pop, funk fusion, if you will. I would say that's probably the easiest way for me to explain it. But he does have the writing credits, which I mentioned I always love to see on the inside. So get to see all the credits from all of these songs. So, not only is he producing these songs, but he's doing vocals. He's also, writing, producing in some instances. He's just really, really talented. And also, what is really cool about this album that I can appreciate is it's a colored vinyl. Y'all know I like colored vinyls. So this is actually my most favorite color, this shade of blue. Love this shade of blue. I guess you would call it kind of like an electric blue. is what color this album is. But it's bomb. I'm telling y'all, if you're looking for something that's you can have on as like really vibey background music, and that might sound like it's a dig, but I promise it's not. There are some albums or some artists that I can listen to and I can have them going in the background. Love the music. And then there's also times where I can listen to that same artist or that same album and it's in the forefront and I'm really into the words, the lyrics, the melodies, all that. I feel like this album checks both of those boxes. And honestly, I wish that it was bigger or just as big as his first album was. Hopefully, I guess it would be the Grammy Awards coming up for 2024. Hopefully he has some nominations. I used to check the Grammy nominations list like all the time. I don't recall seeing his name on there. Maybe it is. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like he needs to get some type of award or awards for this album because it's I don't know, it's very heartfelt and you can just tell the effort that he put into it and that it wasn't just something that was slapped together. So y'all let me know about Jon Baptiste, this last album review of the year for 2023. What are your thoughts on him as an artist? Have you seen the Netflix documentary, American Symphony? What are some of your favorite tracks on this album? If you have heard it, World Music Radio. And again, as always, thank you all for the engagement. Please continue to like, subscribe, comment, share these videos. This helps me to get more traction and also to be able to carry out some of those really cool ideas and things I have. But striving to get to that monetization point first. So of course, I cannot do that without all of your help. So thanks for all of the recent subscriptions as well. And as I said before, again, Happy New Year. Have a safe and prosperous New Year. And make sure you all are tuned in on January 18th on my sister channel, the Water Bearer Podcast. We will be kicking off season 4, which also marks the 1-year anniversary of the podcast. So you do not want to miss it. All right. Peace.